Great. Welcome back to another stream. Let's jump in. My goal for today is a bunch of EV training. These things. We'll start with a few of these. This one, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Rico needs speed. This needs speed. So because I have caught that shiny Poliwhirl we saw on the last stream, made a reaction video, put the stream up on YouTube. Because I caught a Poliwhirl and I'm gonna use Poliwhirl for my leveling still. I'm over at Island 5 in Kanto, and we're gonna go for Pidgeotos. Because why not? Yeah, we're gonna get these Pokemons speed up to level 252, and then we'll do attack in some setting. I don't think Trico has any relevant egg moves that I really now. This is the annoying part about EV training, is all the moves they want to learn. You have to go through B a lot. What I'm going to plan on doing is I'm going to do a batch of speed, and then we'll move to a place where I like to do special attack, and then we'll move to a place that I like to do regular attack. The drain's a good one, but we already... Yes. I'm not going to keep that. How's everyone doing? If you're watching this later on YouTube, hi. Hope you're having a good day. And yeah, where do you like to EV train? I know speed, the best EV training speed is Poliwhirl, but I don't want to keep going to Poliwhirl to EV train as well as XP. So I'm gonna do somewhere else. I wouldn't mind a shiny Pidgeot. Would be kind of cool. Be kind of cool. The most annoying part is all the levels they gain and all the moves they want to learn in your EV training. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of go with the flow. I like to call this shiny hunting and EV training. You never know. I bought donator status again. You can see my stack is now down to about 6 mil. It was up to almost 10 there. I have enjoyed having the donator status on, especially when you're leveling. Like adding an extra 1000 EXP every time you at least take out a Horde of Poliwhirl. I don't know if it's more when you take out something that's worth more EXP or not. But here we are. Also thought of trying to stream to YouTube as well, but you need this some kind of ultra thing on Streamlabs to be able to do that. OBS. So Pursuit's probably worth it over that. Yeah. How are people doing? Bye. No. These are gonna evolve pretty soon. And there's Trico. I think I'm gonna do like 8 physical attackers and might have 8 special attackers. So this is a physical Trico. Or physical Grovyle now. Fury Cutter. Mudkip. After we get through this set, I'm going to show you that Golduck that we bought a little while ago for 25k. And I finished leveling it yesterday for, what was it, 30, like 28 levels. It was kind of 50% of the XP-ish. Well, most of the XP happens in the upper echelons, the upper 30-ish levels, because it just takes that much longer. When we're done this batch, I will show you that, and it actually sold. I made a decent chunk of change. I'm gonna do Pidgeotto for speed. I'm gonna do Nidoran male for attack. I'm gonna excuse me. Ugh. I'm going to go over to Johto and do the Fluffy Girafarig split for special attack. Those are my go-tos right now. Because shiny Fluffy or shiny Girafarig would be. Shiny Pidgeotto is not high on the list, but I like it better than Linoon. I have a Poliwhirl. I have a Rapidash. I'm sure there's a few other places that I could go. But, and in all reality, having quite a few Poliwhirls wouldn't be the end of the world. Let's have one for Politoed, one. So you could get 5, right? Be a lot. But 5 would be a thing. What is Uproar? No, I just want Skill Swap. Last one. Having this Ocarina has been great. Losing Meowth because of pickup. Being able to kill them all and potentially picking up some items is great. Right, back to the Pokemon Center we go. Run, walk. Yo, my listings. Ta-da! Level 100 Golduck. With no real special stats of any kind. 149,999. Hit the claim button. Bada boom, bada bing. I just finished this one this morning. Yeah, like those Golducks. Golduck. Go. Alpha. You get them starting at like 20k. I don't really like to do the 31 attack. Might be a little harder push to sell, but like 31 special attack, 31 HP, we'll buy that. So yeah, it started about 20-ish, 25-ish thousand at level 72. Doesn't take long to level that up. Man, I got the Schnifflies. Right, back to getting those realistically, there's Marsh Tom and Grovile are not really the super highest priority, but it would be nice to get them EV trained. And then when I'm at whatever I'm doing, whether it's sometimes at a break at work, I can grind for a little bit, level them up while I'm eating my lunch. Low. Yeah, this is kind of the deal. Mud bomb. It's a process that takes time, but it's a worthwhile process. Is this spin once it gets to level 100? 100. Spin. They go for like, this is kind of on the low end. 200-ish. Mine's probably gonna go for the lower end just because got really good stats actually with a 31 in special attack. Jolly. So Jolly isn't that great, but not bad. So yeah, that'll go for like 199 to 250 depending on how long you want to wait. That's kind of how Pokemmo goes. And wait for a while. And maybe try to squeeze out a little bit more, or you can put it up for a little bit of a lower price and get some money right away to flip it into something new and start the grind all over again. I love jamming out to Stardew Valley music too. It is great. So on each stream, I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. There will be times when obviously we have to go back and I want to do certain things. But like this stream, it's going to be EV leveling these mons. Actually, what I really will say that for now. I did breed a Ho-Oh refight team. The one that Jinxed Boone posted. The one that's significantly cheaper to make and does the job without having to be like perfect Pokemon. I did kind of put a little bit more money in than otherwise. Rock Slide. I did put a little bit more money into it, and I had a 31 modest Chandelure with good other stats chilling, so I tend to try to slowly make those throughout the year and then sell them during the Halloween event because they go up in price during the Halloween event. So why not take advantage of that? Take advantage of that statistic. So we're gonna be on here for about an hour-ish. And have my lunch, and then I head out to my golf course job. Pokemon Center we go. It just takes time to train Pokemon. This one's nice because none of the Pokemon use any stupid moves. No. When I go to Nidoran Male, it takes a little bit longer because they have Helping Hand. But I'm okay to suffer through some Helping Hands if for the chance of getting a shiny Nidoran Male. That would be sweet. I also have a breed in the box that I need to do to get to a shiny, or to get to a modest nature Nidoking for raids. I have an adamant one already, but I think I'm gonna put together a modest one too. It is a decently okay raid mon. And we be chilling. If you're watching this later on YouTube, what you up to? Thank you if you are watching and have gotten this far into the video. You are watching. Almost there. First group of 4. One thing I've been doing is I've been kind of very slowly hatching Rotom eggs, farming my own Dittos, trying to hunt for the legendary beasts. And these incubators, it's crazy how fast the egging goes. Like not having to have them in your party in 6 at a time. Right now I only have 6 incubators. I still need to re-fight Ho-Oh and Ho-Oh. And I don't think I've ever done the red fight. Just haven't had the time, or not necessarily the time, but just the want to spend the money to put together a team to go up and fight red. I probably have enough mons to, now that I have these raid mons, to make the fight happen. I'd have to watch some videos and put together a legitimate team for that. It is good poke, yeah. Good money. Just have something I have never done before. I watch people do it. I love watching poke MMO content. That's why I'm here. To make something of my own. Doing the dance. If you've gotten this far, do you like the Stardew Valley music that I play in the background? I'd rather listen to something else. The Pokemon music, I'm too kind of worried for copyright stuff. But Stardew stuff, he's a goat. Fine with us using it, so we're gonna do that. Haven't had any issues with it yet. Picked up a silk scarf. That's a nice pickup. Those must go for. Come on. Not that much, $1,000. But they're a very useful item. They are a very useful item. We're gonna have to go to the Pokemon Center one more time after this to get to 252 speed and then grab the next ones. I'm kind of curious how this one got to here. Like, actually pretty solid. What was the... They must have high rolled special attack, I guess. When they have 31. So I don't quite understand how we got here. But doesn't really matter because we have contrary. Black glasses. You get some, pick up some good items here. Silk scarves, black glasses. Not like you could pick up some pretty good valuable stuff at the Polyworld spot. And the trade bonus for this being a trade mon versus these being ones that I hatched myself, you get a good chunk of change of EXP for the trade bonus. Alright. Oh, they might evolve level 32 or 36 for this gen. I can't remember. Might be 34. There was one generation that had a weird number. Man, the Pokemon Center in Kanto is pretty quick. One more. And then with the last 6, I usually like to do HP. And for that, I normally do Nido Queen, which is just a little further down the road from Nido King Kanto. Alright, let's put these ones away. Bonk. I'll start a new line right here. Alright, so we're doing another set of physical attackers. So it's this one. These are special. Not gonna deal with them. Let's do I want to do 3 Meowth? Now we'll do 1 Meowth. This is a special attacker. How many special attackers? This is a special attacker. This is a special. This is a special attacker. This is physical. I need to do that one attack first so that I can guarantee it turns into that. I guess this is a special. There's 4 special attackers. These 2 are special. Let's move these here. This is one, I think. But one of you right here. One of you here. Special. 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 The rest are all physical, I believe. Yeah. This one's a weird one. This one I don't think it matters. Physical, 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 physical. So I'll have this many specials. Physical, let's do Mankey. And let's do... So this one I'm doing a sell to sell. Alright. I will BRB. Gotta go pee. Alright, I'm back. We're gonna do these ones. Then I guess we'll do these ones plus a physical attacker. Here, this is kind of my weird row. These are all, I'm not sure what I'm doing with it. But these are all special. These ones are finished. Here, alright. Let's look. Monkey. Raid mod. Alright, let's gain some. Oops. Okay, MMO. There we go. Continue. This Mankey is 31, 29, 26, 31, 24. Adamant nature. And we continue. Need to. So many moves to learn. Oh, I don't want to. Something you should always remember to do is Rock Smash. To go into my Ice Shard. I guess we'll learn Ice. We need to keep icicles. Weird that they don't ask to be learned all in the same. Karate. Holy guacamole, Batman. I'm gonna taunt. My guess is you don't need that in raids, but I'll probably. Low kick, no. Up, learning moves. Hey, finally. Alright, before I forget, we need to give an Everstone to this. The last thing we wanted to do is hit the level where it evolves and then forget to cancel and then have a Persian and need to rebreed it and waste a bunch of money, and pretty much all the profits that you would make from it go to while we're doing this, endure. I want you to watch the video. Interesting, or for ditto catching. I think it's kind of slow, but they level an Abra up and have it learn endure, and then the ditto evolves into the Abra, and the Abra learns endure, and then you hit it with payday, and then you spore it, and then you catch it. Concept's neat. I don't know if it's not probably as efficient as just using the Espeons if you want to do the payday method. Just deleted that. I like to use the Miracles with the lens method for hunting my dittos, and I pop expert lures and then have a Frisk Thief Mon as my secondary one, so whenever we get double battles chance that I could thief something to help pay for those lures. Get moo moo milks, and if you get chances, you can get like lucky eggs. Makes you a pretty penny. Aerial aces never misses. Horn. I wonder where unless it's in the other headphone. Is in the other headphone. Weird. Where did the sound from my game go? It's in my other headphone. This rain kind of slows things down a bit too. Every time it has to go shutter for the rain. What level does Mankey evolve at? You got this far. I hope you've liked, subscribed, and potentially notified on YouTube's. My one lurking viewer. Thank you for lurking. I hope the content that I bring you is worth your time. I want to do some short form stuff along with the streams. Because making videos is fun. I used to make a lot of videos for Magic. If you look up Mr. Pisto Plays on YouTube, my other channel, I haven't made anything in a long time, but I used to make videos about Magic the Gathering decks, but Magic the Gathering just isn't the same anymore. The gameplay is great, but the Universe Beyond, just for me, is no longer Magic. In my opinion. No, I do not want to learn Supersonic. What we might actually do is finish up this batch of EDVs with these guys and then go over to the Nidoran and start training their attack. Because at this point I don't think I'm going to get through another 8 mons of special attackers before the roughly hour is up. Horn attack. We're good. A lot of the raid mons lead like be good. Whenever I build raid mons, I do try to get the final-ish form in female, just in case, like, down the line I want to turn it into a 3, get more 31s. That way it's just cheaper to make it a 3 times 31 or a 4 times 31 or maybe even a 5 times 31 kind of deal. And it costs a little bit of extra money, but not like that much extra money. Wow, this song's a little loud. Must be like the Desert Trader or something. I don't know, I've never really heard this song before. Kind of bumping. And we're still on Stardew Valley music. The Star Drop Saloon. Back up. No claim. Only really need the one move on Shelter to be soon to be a oyster. Bicycle. Don't think this one is skill link. I have to put a pill on it. Button. This Luau Festival. On skill link, it's not. Yeah, this one will have to be killed, but that's fine. Just the way she goes. While I'm running my till today, I may go and farm a little bit of BP to get the training stuff for time instead of Pokemon. I guess grinding levels and selling mons or doing your gym reruns is kind of is your time as well. Just a different currency. Almost there. I would kind of like to learn how to do trainer reruns with the shelter. If you do a trainer rerun for an hour, a gym rerun for an hour, no, it's 2 hours of your time, which is why I don't really like to do those methods for making money. I know they're kind of the most consistent, easiest ways to make your yen in this game. But I just don't like to do it. Another really loud one. What is this? Dance of the Moonlight Chill. Counter. Oh. Second the last batch. Do 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 do. Mankey is evolving. The monkey is evolving. This thing have vital spirit? I have to. I'm gonna have to kill this one too. But it's one I'm using, so that's fine. And I love all this music. See, what I really need to do is invest in my Moltres and Zapdos and Entei. Get all the quills and the orbs and the mints and get them up to raids quality. I technically don't have Suicune. I know it was the very first dog that ever came out, but I just never caught it when it first came out, because when they kind of dropped them, I was burning out at that point. Just from trying to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. But yeah. Now I just, every time I log in, I choose something different to do. And I do it. Because that's what keeps the game fresh. Keeps you from burning out. Alright. Go zoom back to the Pokemon Center. 2 more hordes. And then on to Nidoran Mail. We don't want to learn those punishments. That was a lot of things to learn. Maybe hit level 2 twice? I swear I see this guy with the shiny Typhlosion in multiple places. I'm sure there's multiple different people that have them. In theory, I could have one. I just haven't gotten the gumption up to evolve my Cyndaquil. I like it as a Cyndaquil. Right, 1, 2. Time to move to Nidoran Mail. Right. Warm. Fuchsia City. Here we come. Hey, the rain stopped. That makes this a little bit more fun. One less thing to wait for. Well, this would be my next Horde shiny that I would love to get. Way less EXP here. Excuse me. It's a very hazy day out there today. all the fires that are happening on Vancouver Island where I live. Thankfully, I'm not super duper close to them, but I do have relatives are in its kindness. Hopefully they can contain this newest one. Getting pretty big. I know it's a long way to get into this video, but if you're still with me, you're a goat for watching. Like, subscribe, notify if you haven't done so already. And I'm thinking the next episode will either be Ho-Mons or doing those special attackers. Because they all have to get done eventually. All have to get done eventually. The last of that. Quick break's a good one. My guess is we don't need it, but guess is we don't need sword dance either. And Abra, teleport us back. We run. Oy, oy. Helping hands are annoying. This is also a good spot to do this kind of training for Mons, for like running other regions, if that's how you want to do them. Because when you EV train like 4 or 5 Pokemon, don't gain that much experience. So they don't gain super levels super fast. So that is another positive to hitting up the Nidorino EV training spot. Actually, well, I'm gonna finish this one, and I'm gonna fly. Oh, U-turn probably not so good in PvE, but if you ever decide to use a Primeape in PvP, U-turn is definitely something. And my guess though is you probably want like whatever the speed, plus speed minus special attack. That's probably what you want over adamant. We're gonna put a breed into a Pokeball so that while I'm hunting these Nidorinos, maybe I'll randomly hatch Nidoran male. That's shiny. One more. This song is quite quiet. At least the start of it was. Alright, so we're gonna go to the island pretty quick. Put an egg in just to get it to hatch while we're playing here. Luna Lost, thank you for the follow. How are we doing today? Hello, hello. How are we doing today? What's happening? Hey, breed. We're gonna do this. Are we gonna do this? No, that's not what I believe. I wanted to breed, oh, that's why I bought that one. Like, why did I... Alright, back to the GTL I go. That's why I bought that. 31. 45. 25. Go, egg group. What are you? Are you just monster? Huh. Interesting. Oh, monster and field. Field might be gold. That is an interesting concept. Male. At 30. Is that why that's so expensive? I do like Warhammer 40k. I currently collect Space Marines and Orcs in 40k and Seraphon in AOS. What about Monster? This is almost a comp. Oh yeah, I don't know how many points I have, but I have a decent amount of points in 40k. 25. One's more balanced. What armies do you do? Huh. Actually, this has to be a... Oh, no, it doesn't. Go... Ooh, where's my... Oh, wait. That went into... That go. Did I not buy that? I don't really play. Where did it go? I thought I purchased that. Unless someone got it before I did. Gender, male, egg group, go. Weird. Where did that go? Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, cosplay is not something that I've touched before. We could try to randomly roll a 31. Let's do that. Buy this. Plane to PC. Where are they going? I did buy it. They just went to the different box. Oh well, I'll use that for something, but we're gonna try to roll. What brings you? Do I read any books? Right now, I'm currently reading. Well, I'm starting a master's in educational leadership, so I'm kind of reading stuff that's related to leadership. As far as like novels go, I'm in the middle of Game of Thrones again. Because, yeah, it's Game of Thrones. It's interesting. Alright, so buy a speed. Warhammer books? I haven't read any of the Warhammer books. I hear good things though. But I haven't read any of the book. I played some of the video games. Long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away. What brings you to a Pokemmo stream? Why is this am I getting a Space Marine 2? No, I haven't played anything recent. I used to play like the one that was like Age of Empires where you could control your group and build your stuff. Nice. What are your current goals in Pokemmo? Here, these go here. Back to the needle. Yes, yeah, I have to need to replenish my pretty solid goal. Very solid goal. My goal is to get back up to 10 mil without training. Ah, nice. No, I don't have time to do that kind of stuff. The shiny war stuff. I got a shiny just as the war ended, but no, I got a couple hours ish a day to kind of grind the game and play. I play a little bit when I'm on my breaks at work, but for the most part, yeah, yeah, I hear it's an expensive proposition to get into the shiny war stuff. So I take it you guys are pretty active then if y'all are doing the wars. Oh, 11th. Nice. That's solid. Oh, that's unfortunate. One hour. I like the concept of shiny wars for sure. But I think I'd be a detriment to my team if I played, because I only, like I said, I stream of every few days for about an hour-ish. And then I play for a bit. My own time. Yeah, that would be heartbreaking. But that's competition, right? What was the prize payout? How did they pay down to like, I heard they paid down to like 15? Or was it the top 10? Hmm. Yeah, they made some interesting decisions. Ah, they're still trying to figure out who gets what. What was the last shiny that you got for your war? Did you just get the one in the war, or did you get multiple? Weird tiny amounts of RP. Here's enough RP to buy back 10 of the shiny charms that you use. Like, what's the point? Yeah, I think they're still trying to figure out shiny wars. 10? Holy guacamole. You were probably grinding a lot of hours then. 500 RP? That's insane. For the amount of hours and the amount of stuff that gets sunk into the game, and probably the amount of money that people spend, you'd think they'd be able to give out more than that. Put that egg hatched. Five shinies during war is pretty sweet. Were you going for like ones you wanted, or... Oh, Crookerrock, that's a good shiny. That's a good shiny. Before we do this, put this one egg into the basket. Oh, come on, let me in the door. Three. So, gonna go to my Rotom box. Read here. Yeah, I guess there is a decent amount of strategy with the war. With the overlapping shinies not really counting for a whole hell of a lot. This one. It's this. This one. This. We're gonna roll. Yeah, that's, yeah, I made like people not get into cryogonal jail or whatever you called it last year. Want this to be male. Does actually, before I do this, none of that's relevant. All right, this is gonna be a sweet one. Might even roll some really super awesome attack. Not that we really need it. Make it male 3. Yeah, I hope they, to a certain degree, they are somewhat like, there's only so many of them, but you could make like this year's shiny Charizard. I don't know, we could do, definitely do, I guess I don't need it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's on the minds of a lot of, that's just going to make it so that the teams that are winning tell all the people that check the forums. Ugh. So hazy. The poor, poor fires in British Columbia. Are you currently jamming the game right now, or just kind of taking a breather from it? All right. Going to put HP on these, and then I think it's going to be time for me to go have some lunch and get ready for work. Nice. Yeah. You have to do that with this game. If you play too much, it's just... I took like almost a 6-month hiatus. It's nice that you can play it on the phone fairly casually, right? Like, I'll probably finish doing some EV training at work today during my breaks and slow periods. These are ready to rumble. These still need attacks. Yes, these still need. Alrighty, well, I think that's gonna be it for me. Luna Lost, thanks for the follow, and hopefully you'll be able to join the next stream. For those watching on YouTube, if you got all the way to the end of the VOD, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. Mr. Pisto, to you. Stay safe out there. Bye for now. Take care, Luna. Thanks for the follow. Peace.